Shalawam.
Shalawam.
This is brothers from GMS New Orleans coming at you with a live camp today. And prior to getting started, we're going to get infinite hours of courage into
YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham,
double honors to the elders, apostles, great Millstone, teach them real well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. And today, the topics today is going to be about these other nations going into slavery and the big payback, basically.
Yeah, you can start on the Deuteronomy. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 7. It says, "And the Lord Yahawah, thy power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee."
And basically, all the curses that came upon Israel, starting at Deuteronomy 28 to 15 to the 68 verse on down, all those curses are going to be put on the Edom nation. Edomites, Moabites, Ammonites, all now. All y'all are going to get that blue stick from the Lord. And Jake's going to go and rule you with a rod of iron at the end of the day.
That's right. And like I see, it said it was persecuted thee, and all of these nations, as the brother said, they had their hand in persecuting us. They had their foot on our necks. So it's only righteous that the Lord give us the opportunity of bringing us with salvation, all right? That we do what? We persecute them. We put our foot on their necks.
I'd like to back you up real quick, brother. Like you said, the Lord is all about balance.
That's
right? So in the balance of things, if people was to have their foot on our necks and destroy us how we did, how much more when we get back on top is only right that we get back on top of things. We gotta go.
This the book of Obadiah 1 and 15, and it reads, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head."
Basically, the same thing that's been done unto us is basically going to be done unto these heathen nations, But it's going to be done in righteousness and order. At this point, we're not going to do any of the wicked shit that they've done to us. Basically, lynching. We're going to be sending these other nations to different planets. They want to do our bidding.
We're sending them to different planets.
Well, I mean, through I'm talking about through the slave ships.
Different places on the earth.
Places on the earth. Yeah.
And if I could say, like that brother was saying, Edom did, abominable things to Jake, man. Buck breaking, right? A popular man's wife, things of that nature. Right? We're not going to partake in those sorts of judgments. Right? We're gonna. That's why the scriptures tell you we're gonna think, Shalawam, we're gonna meditate terror and also, reward him double. All right? You got it, bro.
Because Revelation 13, verse 10, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints."
Basically, these nations, they let us into captivity. These Edomites, they put us into captivity, and the same thing's going to go for them. They're going to have to go into captivity, and the kingdom of heaven is going to be ruled out for their judgment. And then also, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. We're going to have rods of iron to execute judgment, and we're going to have spiritual power. So same thing that's going to happen to them. Same thing that happened to us is going to happen to them, basically.
I got it.
This is Numbers chapter 35, 33. "So ye should not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defiles the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it."
Basically, the same people that shed our blood, these Edomites, they shed our blood constantly through our generations.
Ishmaelites too. Pretty much everybody had a part in brutalizing Israel. So Psalm 83. You got to go somewhere.
Same thing that these nations did unto us, that's gonna happen unto them, but double, for that matter.
Yeah, this real quick, Genesis 9:6. It says, "Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed."
Basically, whoso shed it, basically these heathens, they shed our blood. Same thing's gonna happen to them. It's a just balance with the Lord. The Lord's all about balance at the end of the day.
Yeah, like Scripture say, you reap what you sow.
Yeah, you reap what you sow. So hey, Edom, you deserve what you get.
It said a bloody man too.
Yeah.
It specifically specified Edom as being a bloody man.
That's right.
Right? Because any man is saying that's like a universal law. But he a bloody man. That's why he say blood on what? Pursues.
Yeah, he hated not blood.
He left a trail of blood, and he's still leaving a trail of blood. It's still on the ground.
And what was his blessing? The sword.
That's right.
And control everything. It also says in the scriptures, he that liveth by the sword
Shall
shall die by the
Same
sword.
thing with the
That's
blood.
That's right.
You got it, bro.
This is Jeremiah 30, verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity.
And all the adversaries, these other nations, basically, they're gonna go into captivity. They're all gonna have to serve under judgment, serve slavery. At the end of the day.
It says they shall go into captivity. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So this is in the Old Testament and the New Testament. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all they that prey upon thee will I give for prey.
This is gonna be judgment that's coming back to them.
Yes. And the judgment is due, man. You know, we done served captivity under all of these nations, man. You know, all of our adversaries, as the brother alluded to with the Psalms 83. You know, it's time for that. You know, we can feel the paradigm shift in the earth. What you gotta do?
If I can say, what you opened up with that Deuteronomy 30:7, all these curses. Was it say we would build houses but not enjoy them, plant vineyards but not eat the fruit thereof. All that's going to happen to them. They're going to build up our kingdom, and we're going to reap the fruits of it.
Somebody, I'm trying to get the scripture real quick. This book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 26. It says, "And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron."
Then that rod of iron, them gold scepters that we're gonna get. We're gonna be able to dash these heathens' head in pieces. We're gonna be ruling them. Basically, the Lord's gonna give us all power and control of the nations.
You can also add to that rod of iron is just not with Jake back in his mind, a little bat with spikes on it.
Right.
It's an instrument of death, man. All right, because having a rod of iron or the rulership allow you to what? Kill at will. Or do what you want at will. What if you don't have the rod that day? You're not gonna kill them if you see. You get what I'm saying? It's basically an instrument of death. Now, what he has swords, which is what instruments of death. How many ways he kill us? Through the food, through the water, the air, all those things, medicines. Yep. All right. So we're not gonna just kill with that rod of iron. It just represent how we're gonna have a rule to kill them at will, right? According to the wickedness. Then we meditate time. The instrument of death, huh? Power over them, yeah.
It says, "And he shall rule them." Let me read that again. It says, "And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations." As the brother said, we don't have that exousia, the will to do whatever we want to do. Right? It says, "And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers."
Yeah.
That's not a peaceful situation. You're getting broken into shivers. That's painful. That's the curse, like the brother went into.
Okay, get second address. 11.
Start at 37.
Because it goes into the ancient Roman Empire, but we use it the time today too, but this is an extension of it, right? But that 11 and 12 is talking about the ancient Roman Empire.
Say 37.
Yeah, 12, 37. You can liken it. You can liken a lot of the things that were going on to these times today. There's a particular part. Once you get to 37, I need you to jump down to 42 to the end, right? But it's why she's gonna go into the same thing he's talking about, right? Because this devil has to pay. He's right. And him paying is gonna be. It's not gonna be here in America. It's not gonna be nowhere else in the world. But when we get back into our homeland, he's gonna pay on earth in our kingdom. Just like we paid our transgressions over here through slavery. You know, how we went off against the Most High got him to whoop our ass over here in his kingdom. So the same thing is going to apply to him when it comes to us in our kingdom. Right? He has to, the scripture is going to go into refreshing the earth. He's going to refresh the earth. He's going to build the kingdom of heaven. All right? Brick by brick, stone, crystal by crystal. All right? Gold pavement by gold pavement, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, the second Corinthians 11 and 37. It says, and I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood, and I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the evil.
Right, and that lion was who? Representing YAHAWASHI. All right? Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the evil.
The eagle represents who? All right? The house of Edom. The Edomites. All right? Go ahead.
And said, hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall see unto thee. Art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world?
Ooh, that's the coldest one ever. Art not thou the fourth beast? What was the fourth beast? The ancient Roman Empire.
Right.
All right? Who came out of the ancient Roman Empire? Who trickled down to this place today? Who keeps the same customs as the ancient Roman Empire? America, man. Spearheaded by these elites, these Edomites, which are the Romans. Go ahead. I don't know what's going on here, man. Go ahead.
Art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world?
Who's who I made to reign in my world? Showing you that you devils don't run shit. The Lord giving us into your hands. The Lord's giving you the power and the rule of the world. You don't run a goddamn thing. All right? Go ahead.
That the end of their times might come through them.
That the end of their times might come through them. How the end of your times coming through you? Like it goes into, I believe, it said, I created the smith that blows the coals and fire. Your own end is going to come through you by your own weapons, your own technology. All right? It's going to bring your sweet in. Go ahead.
Verse 40. And the fourth came.
But jump down to 42.
42.
We're going to get to the point real fast. Going directly to what he's saying.
Verse 42.
Go ahead.
For thou hast afflicted the meek.
Y'all, you have afflicted the meek. Who is the meek? Israel. That's the ones you afflicted. That's the meek of the earth. Go ahead.
Thou hast hurt the peaceable.
Israel is the peaceable. Because even when you look at our ancestors, you have broken their backs, twisted, you have twisted, beaten, robbed, spoiled our people, and they still love your ass, man. All right? It still ain't never, and that's one of the things a lot of your forefathers said, that they was in fear that we were gonna wake up one day and it's going on a massive spree of basically taking Edomites out, man.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. A lot of people got Stockholm syndrome. Go ahead.
What they said, we'll take a divine intervention to wake up
Yeah,
people.
yeah, that's what they're afraid of, man. Through the Willie Lynch, it's on the Willie Lynch letter, right? Which he gave a blueprint, a format on how to evermore keep us docile and spiritually depleted of our source. This is how you make a slave, by doing these tactics, right? He said, but over a period of time, these tactics are not going to work. You're going to have a divine event that happens. What you're looking at is divine event, us waking up. We didn't wake up through your information, through your educational system. We woke up through a spiritual source, a gift from on high that woke us up to who you is, who we are, and what's going to happen on earth. And like this brother here, but not going into. All right? We're going to have you in the kingdom of heaven as slaves. as servants. All right, go ahead.
Verse 42. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceful, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm.
All that goes into the nation of Israel. We did them no harm. But we know, now that we woke, we know we know and understand the script of the Most High, of why he did what he did. Really going into the 2nd Thessalonians, he had to take us down as the people in order to reveal who you was. And what we didn't do you no harm. Go ahead.
Verse 43, therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up to the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty.
Keep going.
The highest also had looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended.
Yeah. This is part of the proud time. Is that again? Because you devils have the most superior, bitter pride of all the nations on the earth. The Lord said right there that it's come to the end. Keep going.
What about that?
And this abomination fulfilled. 45.
Okay. Verse 45, and therefore appear no more thou evil.
Yeah, appear no more thou evil. You Edomites, your kingdom, this is what the evil. So you go to the left, the right. Because even in your political system, you say right wing, left wing. But what's the whole evil? The whole system as a whole is gone down. It's no more. Go ahead.
And therefore appear no more thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers.
Yeah, the wicked feathers, even in ancient time, it goes into the wicked rulers that ancient Rome had. Same thing applies to the ones today, man. That's why we tell you devils. That's why we tell you devils. We tell you Jake that's into that political system. It don't fucking matter. America's going down. I don't give a damn. You put a woman in office or a man or a goddamn dog. The bitch going down, man. All right. Give a damn what you put up there. You can go pick the most beautiful specimen in the zoo. The bitch going down. America as a whole is gone, man. Go ahead,
Nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws.
Yeah, and it's like back then, the hurtful claws went into what? Rome's military. All right? And your hurtful claws ain't so hurtful no more. Nobody respects America's military no more, man. And you spread thin. All around the world, you're spread thin. Everywhere. You got over 1,000+ bases all around the world. Right? You are all in everybody else's fucking business. And all these different, you finna get pulled into another war. Whether that's with the gutter rats over there, or whether that's with Taiwan. So you're gonna and then you still gotta deal with the big finale, the big Royal Rumble. It's World War III. All right?
Go ahead, brother. To say real quick, just to back you up about America's military, the talents being dull. They said that among Gen Z, and to an extent among the millennials, about 80% of those that are of age to join the military aren't mentally or physically fit to do so.
Yeah, they were retarded babies, man.
And obese.
You fat, ugly, and obese, and a lot of you are switch hitters, man. All right, you back pushers. So you all the way through, man. And you ain't got that dog in you from like our generation, the 80s babies, all right, the 90s babies. You ain't got that dog in you, man. All right, so a lot of you can get your ass in that military, it's over with. But ultimately right there, America's military might ain't what it is, ain't what it was, man. Same thing with ancient Rome. Ancient Rome, it was spread thin too. All right? That's why they, go ahead.
If I can say real quick, that's another sign showing that, America has rule over this entire thing. Because if they got the Chinese armies, the Iran armies, the Russian armies, they're not placed here in America. But America is placed literally all around the world.
Doing the same exact thing. You're doing the same exact thing as ancient. That's why we always, there's various many other ways we can connect America to being Rome. The fashions of how the ancient Caesars and all them dealt. What was going on in the time of the Senate? It was nothing but scandal. What was going on in the time of Alexander the freak went down, and his generals and the ones that came after him, nothing but scandals, murders, and assassinations, man. What's going on now? Assassinations of character, assassinations, attempts, scandals, you name it. It's the same fucking thing going on. Like I told you before on past videos, we're just not running around with Roman togas on. We're just not running around on horseback. Chariots and shit. But it's the same thing. If you was to put on spiritual goggles, you can see the same shit going on, man. Same Senate House, the same look of the ancient Rome. I forgot the name of it. You go look up like these buildings like this. It's tough to see, man. It's the apartments and shit. It's Rome. Rome came up with apartment buildings, man.
All and
The mall,
strip mall,
yeah, all this shit is the same
fast
shit.
food.
Fast food, all this shit. Yeah, all this shit is the same shit.
The Olympics, that's a gladiator.
It's the same shit.
Big man.
It's the same shit, man. Even down to the food you eat. Caesar, give me a Caesar salad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do the same shit. Even down to the certain plants people like, that you put out, y'all do the same shit. Huh? The gymnos, do the same shit, man. All right, so ain't nothing changed, nothing new under the sun. But, huh?
The legal system with the Latin.
Yeah, the legal system with the Latins. Yeah.
Months, January.
Yeah. Even down to the Olympics, man. Like I went into a small study of it. That Olympic number, the 5 rings that you see, go back to the 5 friends of the Olympians, man. All right, which is the lower sector of the Illuminati. All right, but it's all go back to Rome. All right, go ahead.
Verse 45. It says, and therefore appear no more thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed.
That all the earth may be refreshed. And that's what this brother going into. You devils are going to refresh the earth. We're not gonna, when we have our thing set up, we're not gonna go out and look at the water. The water is fucking damn near black, man. Brown, dark greenish looking. Right? Because you devils, like out here, you devils go out in the sea and take out the fucking oysters, man. Which is the filtering system of the sea. And eat that shit as a delicacy. Now, back then, y'all gave shrimp, lobster, crabs, oysters to fucking prisoners, slaves, huh? Poor people. Now you not a super uber rich, you eat it as a delicacy, man. Which is, all this shit is off. Right? Yeah. So now we're not gonna deal with that. The water, we go out to the water, we're gonna be able to drink the water without having to worry about skin flesh anemia. Eat your ass up. Get sick. Yeah. Yeah. We're not gonna have to worry about none of that, man. We're gonna deal with fresh water, fresh air.
No concrete, which goes back around.
Yeah, that too. You fucking back and your knees hurt from walking on concrete all that damn thing, man. All right, go ahead. Finish it up.
That all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy violence.
Yeah.
And that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
And then she is who? Israel. And she made hope. Hope into what?
Hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
Right. And that's going to be, the judgment and mercy is going to be held and pushed by the kingdom. Right? Because according to Romans the 9th chapter, on the 4th verse, we have the adoption. We have the promises, the benefits of the kingdom of heaven coming to us. Nobody else, man. And we're gonna fast, and we're gonna basically live like that, man. Under those principles. Go ahead, what you got. I just want to bring that part up. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, like Zechariah 2:8. It says, "For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. For behold, I will shake my hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants, and ye should know that the Lord of hosts has sent me." And pretty much Israel is the apple of the Lord's eyes. All right. Even though it's been set up for us to to go off and so on and so forth, the things that we did, but at the end of the day, crazy enough how the Lord set it up, man, it was a trap. It was a trap to the other nations. They put their hands on one of the most precious things of YAHAWASHI. All right, he touches the apple of his eye, something that is very important. But as the brother going into, is that reverse is going to happen. It's a recompense of what's going to happen after you just touch the apple of his eye.
Yeah, if I could see, it's brother Kaya went into a video a couple years back going into that pupil, right? Which when you go into that word pupil is going into the center. Right? When you touch, Jake, you can touch the white around your eye, but once you touch that pupil, it causes discomfort. Right? So the heathen have touched the pupil of the Lord's eye, which causes discomfort unto the Lord, which in return is going to lead to their recompense. You see? Yes, every displeased.
I got something to do with that right quick. This is Zechariah 1:15. It says, "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction." So like that brother said,
Read it again. That's on time for that brother.
Zechariah 1:15. It says, "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction."
Basically, the judgments that the Lord had put on us, like having them put us in captivity, having us go through slave ships, and all these sort of things, they forwarded our affliction more and more. Like they never let off. The Lord only gave them so much to chastise us, but they kept on going.
Think about like in today's time, what we're not in all the slavery no more. Man, what? Corporate slavery. You see?
Which is worse.
It's worse.
Because it's a mental lockdown. Now we don't know who we is. At least when we was physically picking cotton, we knew we was Israelites. Well, at the time, because that physical slavery that was put on us, we knew we was. You got them in this slavery now, the Lord is pissed off. So we know now because prior to that, we didn't even know the Lord name. We didn't even know who he was, man. We didn't know what our power was. So that's a sore displeasure with the Lord, saying how he's connected to YAHAWAH, man, or the sons of the power. So no, that's a worse of once an enemy have your mind, brother, they got you. No, they don't gotta watch you anymore. You in trap. Yeah. That's it, man.
Once you don't know who you is, you got it.
That's it.
You don't know your enemies.
You don't know your enemy yet. You don't know enemies.
If I can say, we went from, I forget the exact name of it, when the Haitians and the French kind of went through it, and the Haitians were trying to come to America to get us out of the slavery, the Haitian Revolution, all of these things going on, and again, at that point in time, they still had the remembrance of, this is our people, let's get together, let's try to get them out, even though the Lord didn't permit it to work, because it wasn't around that time. But again, we at the point now here that is 2/3 of our people is still looking for an everlasting long life just to stay in captivity.
2/3 of our people don't know the name. They ain't close to the name of the Lord and don't care. No, they don't like that's still a displeasure to the Lord, but it was set up according to biblical prophecy. We understand, but to have them people in that state, that's the much more how much they gonna put oppression on Edom and the kingdom of heaven. That's right. You see, because he not only did he put them in that state, he kept them there. But that's the Lord doing it also. He promoted it. He promoted it to them, bro. You got it. You got it, brother. I got something. Who had it? You had something?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll get that.
This is Jeremiah 10 and verse 24 says, "O Lord, correct me, but with judgment, not in thine anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not thy name. For they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him, and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate."
Where you bring it up?
Yeah, so, hey, look, the heathens came up against Israel. They kept us in slavery. They put us down. And every single one of them, I believe in First Maccabees, it talks about what nation heavens, basically spoiled the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Came up against us. So in turn, they got to pay for what they did.
All right.
Yeah, see the same thing in Lamentations as well. It say, all these nations have clapped their hands. Also, the book of Luke, it say, the heathen have lifted, the dogs have lifted swords. You see? So
Crucifying sword.
Right. So what? All these different nations have had a chance to, at least feast off or destroy Israel in some sort of way.
Good.
I got it.
You got this.
This is Daniel 9:12. And he had, Daniel 9:12, and he had confirmed his words which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem.
This is like the worst judgment that's happened on Israel. Like, no other nation has had to suffer what we have went through. To being put on slave ships, being lynched, hung, and bucks raped, identity stolen, all these sort of things that we have went through. No other nation has really had to gone through that, but only nation of Israel.
I say that too, because if these nations had to go through what we went through, they would have been quit, man. They would have been gave up.
Yeah.
Only Israel could have went through what the Lord put them through. Which ultimately He gave us the power and strength to endure it into the times today. But hey, man, these other nations couldn't have bear the things that we went through, man.
Hold like a folding ship.
Yeah.
And still have the other nations want to be like you.
Exactly.
In this position.
Either out of their riches, how much more? Out of their poverty, how much more riches?
I just want to back up what I was saying. Pretty much, hey, all these other nations know who they are. Right? They know who we are. They know who all the other nations are. Right? We are the only people who don't know who we are. Who don't know who the other nations are. Who's Esau, Edom, and so on. And that's like these brothers had went into in the previous precept. That's a big disadvantage, man.
Hey, like I tell you real quick, like I said, throughout the whole thing of the beginning, before we, went into captivity and stuff, they knew who they was picking up. While we was when we fled to Africa, they knew who they was picking up. This was the big fish. They finally caught the big fish. They caught the biggest catch that they ever could have caught. Yeah. This is something they all been longing for, because again, we used to be ruling at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? But now, things shifted. The Lord did what He did, and now we're here.
I got something real quick.
Yeah.
This Lamentations 4. I'm gonna start at 19, because at 21 we start at 19. But it says, "Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils take the anointed of the Lord was taken in their pits."
If I could add one thing to that, when you go back and read in the ancient time, you had Big Esau tell Jacob that the days of my father, morning, and then when I say my brother Jacob, so he been running. He's a vigilante in the earth, a vagabond in the earth. But how you running after us? When you ain't even facing your own charges, man. You yourself is a vagabond, man. You're a runaway yourself. But he's running after us to slay his brother Jacob, man. I remember, it kind of slipped my mind a little bit. I haven't read it in a while. But Jacob had to go through his land. Remember, he had to be peaceable to him. He supplanted him again, planted gifts. But this is what we got to do, man. We got to speak soft words. That's how you know we Jacob, too. The children of the Lord, because what we do, we speak a soft word to turn away wrath. We get in the jam with this devil. We got to kind of let him have the upper hand. We got to play tag. We got to supplant, man. All these things are supplanting. It's spiritually supplanting, but it's supplanting. So what? We get to where our big brother could come back and be strong, man. Exactly. But he's waiting for us. He watched and waited for us, and he's still waiting for us to slay us, man. You got to do it.
He was the first to what? Come after us out of Egypt.
Yeah.
He was the first of the
Even when the other nations was behind us or after us, didn't he join and help and kind of help them to take us down in the way?
He helped the Babylonians.
He helped the Babylonians.
Take down Judah.
But he been invested in our downfall. You right. I ain't gonna get too far. That's right. Even Haman too. That we know him. He won't try to make us keep it, not let us get the kingdom of heaven. That's they got the scripture on him. He don't want us with the kingdom of heaven. You gotta go here. Hey,
to this day, he still need.
yeah, Haman was either money.
It's a difference. Esau ain't hate. He don't hate. He's hating us, man.
Yes,
it's still in progress right now. Yeah.
That's a verb.
Yeah.
This back in Lamentations 4 and 21, it says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked."
God, rejoice! That cup isn't going into the cup of slavery. They're gonna have to go and drink the dregs of that cup. And that's like the backwash of the wine, but that's like the worst part of it. It's gonna hold English. Yeah, whole thing.
Everything, even the dregs, you gotta clean that cup out.
This be trash.
Yeah, we need to get all that out. You gotta do.
Verse 22, it says, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins." It says, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins."
And we serve that punishment. And the nation of Israel was good. But these devils, they really have to go and serve out their judgment now. It's time for the big payback. It's time for what they've done unto us, they go back unto them.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 2. It says, "And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captive, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors."
And I mean that's plain, bro. We're gonna have these other nations as handmaids and servants. They're gonna be doing our bidding, and they like the elder like to say that whole little snap of the fingers gonna come back.
Yes.
They're gonna be coming back and forth to our beck and call. Whatever we want them to do, they're gonna have to do it.
I got
The hunchback.
Yeah, all that's coming back in the
Yes, my Lord.
Yes, it was. Yes, I won. I won.
Look me in my eyes.
Yeah, just go. Just do this all day.
Get back. Once.
I got one. This is Isaiah 51 and start at verse 22. It says, "Thus said thy Lord, the Lord YAHAWAH, and thy power that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over."
That whole cup of slavery, the dregs of it, that's not gonna be put on us no more. Israel, we serve that punishment, but that's gonna go into these other nations at this point. They're gonna have to go and deal with have to go and be put in chains. They're gonna have to deal with cleaning up the earth really. restoring things. They're gonna have to deal with getting whips on their back, getting lashes for whatever they do. Whatever this little simple thing they didn't do right, and then Israel's gonna be able to do what they want.
It's Jeremiah 49, verse 12. But thus saith the Lord, behold, those whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assured drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Question mark. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. That's right, man. Yeah, Israel, we want to set the table here and set that cup of slavery. I'm saying, hey, we were chosen people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if we went through that, what makes you think the heathen would be? They would be exempt.
Yeah, that cup also represents judgment. Because when you read in Psalms, I believe 112, David said, I will drink of thy cup and thy violence in the presence of all my enemies. So that cup was a judgment, man. All right? And like the brother said, when there's a cup to be drunk of or a judgment, everybody gonna see your judgment, man. Yeah. Right? There ain't gonna be no Lord, just my Lord kill me where no one can see. No, man, you can kill in front of everybody, man. Right? Because judgment also goes along the lines of embarrassment. Right? We had to be made humble. We had to be what? Toward humility. Low to the ground. We had to be humiliated, man. All right? So now you're gonna have to get this work right here. This Psalm 7 and 16. It says, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down on his own pate. On his pate. That's the sin in his head, huh? You got it. Yeah. This Psalm 7 and 16. His mischief shall return upon his own head.
Yeah, it's not just doing that. What this devil has done, it's gonna return upon his own head. You know, all the things we've done on the Jake, thinking that whipping us, putting us in chains, having us serve and do whatever we want to do, all these wicked things that this devil has done, it's gonna come back on his own head. Right. God's gonna have this man pay back for what he's done to us.
Yeah, I tell you in Sirach 10 that because of his unrighteous dealings, right, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated. So the Lord gonna set somebody up that's more powerful. All right, and what? In due time. But like the brother said, because it's unjust ruling. They tell you that in Proverbs 2, he's an unjust king, man. It says, as a roaring bear, as a raging bear, and a roaring lion, has he ruled over the people, man. It says a raging bear. All right? But Psalm 7 and 16. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down on his own pate. And that violence cover him as a chain, man. A chain, when it go around you, is locked around you. Meaning what? It's connected to you, man. All right, so what? His violence is connected to him. What they call them, the boundaries of that? Not no, like that follow him wherever you go at. No. He's the boundaries of Salaki, man. Oh, God, slipped my mind. The harbinger of death. All right, he what? He's like a shadow to death. He's always on death, man. Well, when he's asked that, so when you see that, you know he had his hand in it. There's he, you know? He's the first murderer. He's the first murderer. First liar. First nigga. He's the first gangster. The first gangster. He made the first rap song. Was that Lamech? Not Lamech. What his name was? Salaki.
He had his hair around.
It was after Cain. It was the other. What's Lamech? Just find that. Well, he was the first two-ball king. There's two-ball king. All right, I think it's the Met too. I think it's the Met, but two-ball king is it's a son. But them niggas was the first gangster rappers. Yeah. They're the gangsters of the earth. The real gangsters. Right. It's a Met. They're the first artificers, so they made the instruments of death. Then everything surrounding them with evil, brother.
Yeah.
They are the churl. They tell you in Isaiah 32, and then you got it, brother. Shalawam. This to prove. Yeah, this Isaiah 32 and 5. It says, 7. The instruments also of the churl are evil, man. Right? What are those instruments? Their devices.
That's right.
That's coming to pass. Yep. You know, the MOTV,
Weapons of mass destruction.
the GMOs.
Yeah.
Like all these are charles. And like that's devices, man. That's why it says fret not of the matter devices, because the Lord not gonna let them come to pass. Totally. That's in Psalms 37, man. You see?
Also, that's out.
Psalms 7 and 13. It says he had also prepared for him the instruments of death. So why would he need to prepare the instruments of death of the man that is instruments of cruelty, man? A churl, he's the churl. When you look into that word churl, going to that word churl, I'll put it up on you know what? Man, the devil, man. You gotta know who your enemy is, Jay. Jay got your trust in their enemy, right? It's the word Charles, Isaiah 32. So
That's why Job actually, if not where, who is he?
who is he? Yeah.
Because the earth is exposing the devil as it is, man. Along with the scriptures. You know?
It's the word Charles. The instruments also Charles. It says scoundrel. Yep. He lied. It says scoundrel. He lied.
He lied.
He lied. Something like that. Scoundrel. Is that naive? A knave? What's that? Yeah, a nigga. A knave. You gotta go back there. Go back to a scoundrel. But it says niggerly. All right? And that, well, he the first nigger, man. He the first nigger. He the artificer. He made the weapons of mass destruction to help kill himself. That's why I said in like the elder brought out in the second address that the end of his time is gonna come through him. He gonna help blast himself, man. You got it, brother.
And that word scoundrel going to base.
Base.
Yeah.
Well, wow, he knows.
Base.
Now, when you get in Job 30, you see who the low base man of the earth. Daniel 17, he set up the bases of men.
It's a worthless fellow.
Oh, worthless fellow.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he like that brother did a video some years back. I know you remember it, a couple, maybe whatever, 2. He did a video on he a throwaway, the throwaway gun. After you get the work done, with the gun, you get rid of it, dismantle it, take it apart, put the clip over here, the gun over the top over here, and it is all gone.
It says, when you go down, it says to hide oneself.
Yeah, and
that's what a scoundrel do.
And he had been hiding, he a vagabond, running in the earth. He's been hiding himself through all the nations, right? Many different names, like the brother said, you say Rockefeller, the Mr. Red Charles, these niggas done been everything, man. This nigga done been a Hamite. Who the fuck won't be a Hamite? Even if we is hiding, man, we just say, here we go, catch us, man. We don't want to be these niggas. And we got a fake being them niggas, man. You know, but that's the low base of the earth, meaning it's not nothing here to go. You have no integrity or morals. The men of the Lord or the Israelites have some type of morale, man. All right, we got the Lord in us, man.
Even the other nations.
The other nations got more than him. That's why they gonna get their land in the end, right? He don't get nothing. He's the only one of God's judgment that wasn't given no repentance. And the other nations can't repent. They just gonna be set up so that the servants, they get destroyed.
What you quote, it says mercy. He's the only nation on earth that's not gonna receive
no mercy. Yup. Or the Most High, he get nothing. And even with these other nations getting mercy, it's for the what? Serve us. It's for our behalf. So whatever they would get, all right, when they said they would live again, all right, and go to their lands.
I don't think somebody has done it.
This is the only
I got it.
I got it.
No mercy. Yeah. And what? It also said Hebrews 12:16 that he couldn't repent. So he can't repent, which that's the only way you could be given mercy in the kind of way. The other nations can't repent either. But to show how low he was, he's letting you know they ain't even getting, they're not living again. Yes, brother. Wait.
Oh, you got it?
No,
Yeah. It's on page 142 for the definition for Edom, Edomites. Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from God.
Nothing.
The whole house.
Yeah. Edom.
The Edomites as a whole, from America, Russia, all around the world. Even them so-called 13 elite families they got, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, the Orsini's. Even the Orsini's, they mean red shield too, or red belt. And the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers come out of them. All right? So it don't matter what fucking house, what the Senate is, all of them, no mercy going to be given to.
Yeah. It tell you, I think it tell you.
It's also eating nigga, man.
Genesis that the Dukes of Edom, and how the Lord gonna have animosity with them from generation to generation. That's them. But the Dukes of Edom, he named them. He named the family of the people, man. That's the chief ones, man.
They call themselves Dukes.
Yeah.
To this day.
Amalek.
Duke of Schomburg, what they call him, the one that died, Richard, Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth and them, they even call themselves Dukes, but they're impossible, man. They took all the crowns from Jakes, man, and put white faces in them. All right? You got those green ass husband she had. I know he did. Remember that one video we did? They get the car.
Oh, man.
Oh, we know about it.
2 times. Just riding dead.
Green teeth, green shit, eyes yellow. Fucking room over.
We living dead.
Like we went somewhere yesterday and seen a bunch of Edomites, man. Like, man, the law was angry with us, man. He let them rule over us, man. This shit is, hey, man, hey, man, if you ain't mad that these devils are ruling over you, something wrong. You through, man. You're cool.
It said in 2:6, it says, Lord, you got to keep in that Lord over us.
This Hebrews 12:16, it says, least there be any fornicator or profane person, which profane goes to outside of the temple. All right? This nigga just an abomination. It says, as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. No. For ye know how that afterwards, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, meaning no mercy, though he sought it carefully with tears. You got it?
Get Sirach 31:23 and read the 30 and read the 25.
Break that down like what I give you. You got it?
Get it real fast? Yeah, bring it up.
This Sirach 31, verse 23. It says, whoso is a liberal of his meat, men shall speak well of him, and a report of his good housekeeping will be believed.
Right, go ahead.
But against him that is a niggard of his meat, the whole city shall murmur.
Yeah, and this nigga Esau, he's a nigga at meats, man. At his table, it's another one thing about at the table being a niggard. This nigga's a niggard, man. He was a niggard from the beginning, he's a niggard now, man. All right?
Charles.
He ain't right, man. This nigga just ain't right as a whole. The nation as a whole, woman, child, and man, they just not right, man. All right? And he's like one of you brother said, Esau's the first nigga. All right?
He's a prototype. Or the nigga.
Yeah, he's a nigga, man. The shit he did back then in the book of Genesis, from 25 and after that, it was a lot of nigga shit. Really, with Cain, it was some nigga shit. And to reply to the Most High, I'm not my brother's keeper. Like, I don't know where the fuck, like, I don't know where the fuck you at. That's some nigga shit, man. So he wasn't right from the beginning. And to this very day, that's why this brother, he quoted it. This nigga still got a perpetual hatred for us, man. That's why a lot of you here are like, man, let's get it on, man. Because it's all spiritual, all right? It goes back to the birthright, all right? Yeah. You're not going to get along with the devil, all right? Sure.
A gold face. A great gold face.
This is James 2 and verse 13. It says, "For he shall have judgment without mercy, that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment."
Bring it out again.
This is James 2 and 13. It says, "For he shall have judgment without mercy, that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment."
All right. Basically, this devil, he hasn't shown our people any mercy. The things that he's done unto us, the atrocities that he's done, he's gonna have to suffer for that, and he's gonna have to pay back for that. And he's not gonna be showing any mercy in the kingdom of heaven. When Jake's in the kingdom, they're not gonna really think about, oh man, I'm whipping the white man, I'm beating him, I'm doing all these things. We're not gonna feel bad about that shit.
Yeah.
Jake's gonna be elated. Jake's gonna be happy to do that.
You have a nigga come, hey man, look at what that. No. Peace, bro. We need peace. That movie was, the dude with the glasses, the afro. That nigga hit him so hard, he broke the axe on his ass. You know?
The axe head came off the hand.
Yeah, and we ain't gonna do like I think the JOCC guys. We gonna have a few of them gonna deny their fathers, and we gonna have murder. No, we gonna. The scripture tell you we gonna discipline the nation with a rod of iron, man. Right? We gonna. This brother went into it earlier. We're gonna minister terrorists. What you guys don't understand, man? All right? We're gonna bash the white man's funky ass in the kingdom. All right? With malicious intent. Like what David said, I hate them, O Lord, with a perfect hatred. We're going to hate them. With a perfect hatred. Hey, it started out. We don't, I think, man.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the most righteous slavery ever.
The truth to tell you how we're going to put them in holes. They're going to live in holes in the ground. Right? For the snakes they is, we're going to put them in holes. They're going to work from King C in the morning to King C at night.
We're going to bash their kids and just start getting this knowledge.
Yeah. Talking about punting. I'm going to punt them to another galaxy.
Hold on, now.
Go to the next galaxy. They play baseball with them.
So you're gonna have the competition. What it is with the NFL at the not the combine at the end. The All-Star game, something like that. The Pro Bowl, see who could punt the Edomite baby to Francis.
They used our children for alligator babies. We're going to use yours for crocodile babies.
Yes.
We're going to do you what you done us. Like the whole concept of soccer and football was the ball back then was Native Americans' heads, man, that you played with. All right? The pigskin shit. When you go look up the history of football and the history of soccer, where it comes from. All right? Because it ain't the same when Native Americans was playing. They had games that they played too. Right. And 3 miles of soccer. But you did it in the malicious way. You did it with the Native American woman's head, the child's head. You play games with them, man. So we're gonna do the same to you. We're gonna minister terrorism to you, man, and find newfound ways of ministering pain to your ass too, man. All right? We don't give a fuck what these other guys got to say about how the kingdom of heaven is going, how it's going to go down. It's going to go down, how it's going to go down, man. We're going to get the instructions from the Lord, so the Lord going to be with it. All right? But we're going to do it based on the law. Like I always go to, when you hung us, you left so-called black men out to decompose.
Right.
To whatever they was hung, they came off the bone, man. We're gonna do it. We're gonna hang you, and before the sun go down, we're gonna put you away. All right, but your ass you're gonna get the same thing, man. It's like on the Levi jeans. You look on the Levi jeans. They got two horses. You got a horse on this side, a horse on this side. They got jeans in the middle. Them jeans were replaced by so-called Negro because they used to pull a support like that, man. Pull a support. Even that other shit, red monkey jeans. Yep. Who's the monkey? And where did the blood come from? The blood came from picking cotton.
Shit, Levi.
That's what I said.
The name of it.
That's what I said, you know. But all these ways, hey man, look at the torture mechanism. And brothers have done this before. Go look up ancient Rome and the torture mechanism. And how they came up with newfound ways of torture. Whether it be with animals, whether it been with different devices. All that shit you see, all that shit that you see on the hostel, that's old. Because I seen another thing he used to put this thing on the back, it's like a thing you can pin the back of your head and put it in your teeth. So you can't talk, they didn't want you talking and shit. You put those cages over your head with the bells, the yokes. It's in the scriptures. You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna play the same games you play. But it's gonna be a fine. Yeah, it's gonna be divine, it's gonna be on right. Righteous is what we're gonna do to you too, man.
I got something for you guys.
Good.
I'm bold. That's what I'm gonna bring out.
This the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 1 and verse 6, and it reads, "Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahawah to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you."
You know, and recompense and payback is going to be done to you. If you're the one that really and I said you from my you might you other nations. You're going the first 1,000 years you're gonna get the same shit. He start getting, and we're gonna still be over you, but he might we're gonna really give it to you, right? You're gonna come the same harbors and different ports around the world, and we're gonna sit up. You're gonna come in, chained up, rags, dirty, funky, and we're gonna put you on auction blocks too. All right, brothers gonna be doing this. Ah! Ah! Brothers gonna be a battle. I'm gonna let my brother go ahead and get them bitches.
He got a nice full 17.
Yeah.
They're still gonna sell their children.
Yeah, we're gonna do you the same. We're gonna grab your head, pull your, look at you, examine you, run our head to that silk, what do you call it? That fucking fur that you got.
Goat hair.
It's a nice prime example right here.
We're gonna do the same thing, man. Yeah, beautiful specimen. You know, we're gonna do the same thing to you, man. Put you on a boat. We're gonna put you in a different. You know, my head is like a wagon full of y'all. You know, we're gonna do the same shit. The chain. We're gonna do the same thing. Give me y'all remember that one in Apocrypha? Shit right there. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, that's been a long time, man.
There's Sirach 33, verse 28. I'm starting verse 27. Send him to labor, that he be not idle, for idleness teacheth but evil.
Where you at?
I'm at 27.
You got to put that 24.
Because Sirach 33, verse 24. Father, and one, and burdens are for the ass, and bread and correction and work for a servant. If thou set thy servant to labor.
If we go off this, because the scriptures tell you how you got princes, right? You got servants on horses. The roles are about to be switched to where the princes are going to be on horses and power. And you true servants that will set to be servants, you're going to be servants, man. Right? So it's talking about correction and what else?
And correction and word.
Yeah, go ahead.
For a servant, if thou set thy servant to labor, thou shalt find rest. But if thou let him go idle, he shall seek liberty.
You have been going idle for quite some time, man. So much to where even when our foreparents ran your ass in them caves, you had an idle time. So to come up through this, through the Most High to come up with a master plan to take over the world. You came out of those caves, right? In the Renaissance, and you did what? You put your stake in the earth, man. And you took over the earth in wickedness. Go ahead.
It said a yoke and a collar do bow the neck.
Oh yeah, yoke and collar do bow the neck. Same yokes and collars you put on our people, our ancestors, man. Niggas had to walk in the line with a metal collar around their neck, and the chain went to the back of the other dude's collar, man. You had to walk in the same line. All right? Go ahead.
So are tortures and torments for an evil servant.
And you are an evil servant, man. And so it says tortures and torments are for those types. All right? And that's what's going to happen to you in the kingdom. Whether it be through the hands of a brother, or whether it's going to be through the hands of a Hamite, another nation that's going to be a worker of his brother. Because them Hamites going to whoop your ass, man.
Yes, indeed.
I want them Hamites to have that same, in the Hebrew, that same when they talk now, I want to have in the Hebrew, the big eyes. Back to work.
What they say out there?
You ain't big problem. Watch this nigga here, man. This nigga went from standing support about it to walking now. What's going on? Talking about putting you in slavery. That's what we're talking about. You want me to know. We're talking about putting you in slavery. All right, go ahead.
It said, set him to labor, that he be not idle, for idleness teacheth much evil.
Oh yeah, and we've seen that in time in history. That idleness teaches much evil, man. So go ahead, it's going to tell you.
Set him to work, that is fit for him.
We're going to set you to work, man. You're going to dig ditches. You're going to set up props. You're going to build the kingdom of heaven. All right, like I said earlier, whether it be brick by brick, whether it be stone by stone, crystal by crystal. All right, you're going to build up the kingdom of heaven until it's found glory. All right, until the beacon of light that it's going to be. Like I say, in Revelation the 22nd chapter tells you how the kingdom of heaven is going to look. So you're going to be putting in some major work. We ain't going to be using no fucking cranes and excavators and all that shit. You're going to do that. You're going to do that by hand. Manual labor, man. Oh, y'all gonna be holding like this, all that shit, man.
I give my ladder.
Yeah, figure it out, man. Go ahead.
If he be now obedient, put on more heavy feathers.
What it say?
It say, if he be now obedient, put on more heavy
Yeah,
feathers.
put more hell on your ass, man. Y'all didn't build that brother's, hey man, the fucking pillar supposed to be over here, not over there. Turn y'all back around, turn around. Hey, the tombo, get there, man. And you gonna hear that. You gonna have Hebrew names for you, all right? Yeah, you gonna put road maps on your back, man. All right? Google Maps on your back. Yeah, all those things that you've done to us, Emmett Till, your face gonna get punched in like Emmett Till.
Yes.
In the kingdom. Emmett Till can get you back.
Yes. Severely.
And then some.
You gotta get that white fish, that light on.
How too, man? Go ahead.
That's
Yeah, man. So the kingdom of heaven ain't gonna be pretty. All right? It's not gonna be pretty for you nations, man. You fucking, one thing I can't stand a fucking Arab, Edomites, and you fucking Moabites, man. Can't stand you motherfuckers. Brother about to pull me off you fucking Halalyams, man. You so proud asses, man. Now, this is just from world experience dealing with them in certain things. Like I was in Houston one time in the store. I'm way by that fucking palm tree. You gonna do this? They're proud. Yeah. Fucking lamp ball, like a fucking head like a lamp. They got that fucking lamp head with them 3 muscles. Like got a muscle head. Like he got 2 muscles sitting right there. You smacking their fucking lip.
So you can't do it to me?
No, I can't do it, man.
Why?
Fucking you up here dressed like Michael Blackson and shit. You want to talk. I can't, like I said, you fucking Hamites, man. Right? And you proud of that, and you Moabites, man. You the lowest man on earth. Right? You fucking Moabites. You seen them Moabites first? You ever like got a good look at them? Y'all been driving a fucking van with a wrung out Fruit of the Loom shirt, and you proud. Alright? And you fucking cheap, man. Cheap motherfuckers. Hey, but I like to straight, man. I'm gonna fuck you up too, man. I'm gonna fuck you up in the kingdom, man. Real bad. Yeah. Edomites too, we dealt with them yesterday. With y'all. They got that graham cracker color, you know what I'm saying? You see them bitches? Matt Brown. It's Matt Brown with shiny hair. We just can't stand you motherfuckers, man. Yeah. What did motherfucker say his name about the bread? They keep it going. Well, fix the machine, man. You said machine, right? Yeah, machine, yeah. I don't understand what
they're gonna be a machine in the kingdom. Ain't gonna be no out service, so no work to do. You better get to work.
Yeah. A booty? I'm gonna beat your ass in the kingdom, man.
Alibaba.
All right? Look at it, that was it? That was it. Yeah, we could end it out, man. This is about that time.
And everybody else
Good, brother.
and prior to getting out of here, this is prior to getting out of here, I want to get all praise, honors, and glory to YAHAWAH. Double honors to the other sponsor, Millstone, and Shalawam to the whole elect. Shalom.